I'd like to call the Fire Board meeting to order for February 25th, 2025. Mr. Z, would you call roll, please?
Mr. Sinagra.
Here.
Mr. Ingraffia.
Here.
Mr. Joseph.
Present.
Mr. Havis.
Here.
Mr. Richtel.
Here.
Mr. Mayu.
Here.
Mr. Wells.
Here.
Mr. Vial.
Here.
Ms. Hyde.
Here.
Ms. Ciotat.
Here.
Public input. Anyone wishing to address any items that were on the agenda? If not, we'll have the adoption of minutes. Hopefully everybody's had a chance to read over the minutes from our January 27th meeting. If there are no corrections or questions, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Wells, second by Mr. VL. Roll call, please.
Mr. Ingraffia.
Yeah.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richtel.
Yep.
Mr. Mayu.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
All right, Hammond Fire Matters.
Good evening. Hammond Fire Matters, we have approved to surplus and donate to the City of Hammond Fire Department a 2011 Ford Expedition. We've been having a few issues with it, and we just feel like it was time they could use it, so we felt like we could donate it to them.
Where's that coming from?
Hammond. That's coming from Hammond.
Okay.
Well, if we having problems with it, why they want it?
They wanted it. They come to me and said they would like to have it.
So we're donating it from Hammond Rural to Hammond City.
I second.
Wait, I didn't hear the motion. Okay. Have a motion by Mr. Mayu, second by Mr. Wells. Roll call, please.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes, I guess.
Mr. Richtel.
Yeah.
Mr. Mayu.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia.
Yeah.
Manchac Fire Matters.
Manchac, their 2016 F-350, we've talked about moving some equipment around. We're gonna take that dually and move it up to Waterbury whenever we get a spot for it. And we're gonna hook the trailer up to that. That way, when somebody needs a USAR trailer or any of that, it's already ready to go. Instead of getting rid of a dually that we can use down the road. So we decided to move it from Manchac to, it's gonna be in the Albany right now, but once we get some spaces over there at Waterbury, we're gonna move it over that way.
Talking about the generator?
No, the F-350 dually.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, so move.
Second.
Have a motion by Mr. Joseph, second by Ms. Ciotat. Roll call, please.
Mr. Havis.
What's replacing this truck in Manchac?
So we used, there was a 2500 Dodge down there now, that they were using to move around and drive all over the place. So we, Chief Joyner, since he's kind of running the department now, gave one of his older F-150s to serve that purpose, and we're repurposing that 2500 for that.
So we got it covered and we're
Right.
not buying another truck
No.
in the deal? We just
Just transferring it, we got it
We're not
covered.
buying another truck, everything's good.
Good to go.
Yes.
Just moving it.
Mr. Richtel.
Yeah.
Mr. Mayu.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yeah.
Mr. Ingraffia.
Yeah.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Okay, Husser Fire Matters.
Hustler approved to surplus and sell a 1975 Ford pumper and a 1981 GMC mini pumper.
They good to go?
Hammond didn't want them?
I don't know. I guess I could ask and see if they want them.
Yeah, good.
So moved.
I'll second.
Have a motion by Mr. Ingraffia, second by Mr. Havis. Roll call, please.
Mr. Richtel.
Yeah.
Mr. Mayu.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yeah.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia.
Yeah.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Laranja Fire Matters.
Approved to surplus and dispose of a LED life pack. He had salesman come over and try to repair it, and it was unrepairable. So we just need to get it off the list and put it in the landfill.
Yeah, I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
I just have one quick question or comment, I guess. Not about this in particular, but all of our asset stuff seems to be really updated, up to date. Yeah, that's what
Yes, sir. We getting better and better every day.
Good. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Motions by Mr. Havis, second by Mr. Joseph. Roll call, please.
Mr. Mayu.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richtel.
Yeah.
In Albany, we're gonna surplus a 2000 Chevrolet Swift water truck. It's one that they bought from Biloxi, and they've been having some issues with it also, so we're just gonna surplus it. Just note that all these trucks that we got on here are coming off of insurance, because we were paying insurance on all these.
Do we have any other available Swiftwater truck? I'm just asking.
Kind of using that F-350.
Yeah.
That's kind of what that purpose of that truck is.
What is Swiftwater? Define that for me.
Just
What
a
does that
Swift
mean?
water team that goes out, any kind of water rescues, they go out and deal with it. So basically storming. He goes to St. John and everywhere else.
It's just a truck.
Just a truck, yeah.
Just-
Yeah, you gotta haul boats and equipment and things like that with it.
But it won't impact our ability to do all of that. Okay, thank you.
Have a motion by Mr. Ridgell,
I'll second.
second by Mr. Havis. Roll call, please.
Mr. Wells,
Yes.
Mr. Vial,
Yes.
Ms. Hyde,
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia.
Yeah.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis,
Yes.
Mr. Richardson. Mr. Mayhew.
Yes.
Monthly reports.
8th Ward.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Got approve and surplus a 1981 International tanker. Chief Byers thinks it was surplus,
go.
but we're not too sure. Me and Ms. Jill couldn't really find any paperwork, so we just want to clean it up, make sure we're doing it right. Because we found it, I saw it back there behind the station. I'm like, so we're gonna get rid of that too.
So on these fire trucks that we surplus in here in Husser and
Yeah, that one.
8th Ward, where are the trucks coming from to replace them? Are they already in place?
We're not replacing any of them. It's
Something.
just stuff that's laying around that's not running. I think the one in Husser, one of them was burnt up. The other one was just a parade truck.
Okay, so this 8th Ward International 1981, which I'm sure it needs to be surplus. We already got
We already
truck
got it.
coverage there, okay.
Yep.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Have a motion by Mr. Havis, second by Mr. Joseph. Roll call, please.
Mr. Vial,
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richardson.
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Okay, Administrators report. I keep getting ahead of myself. All right. Monthly reports.
As you can see in there, Mr. Dennis James got them broke down into individual departments to where you can kind of see them a little bit better on how it's working. These budgets, because a lot of the bills have not taken effect yet for February, so when you're looking at it, it's not really up to date. It's as much as what's hit the banks now. So, but next month in the fall, and you'll see some more changes as bills come in and they're getting paid out of the budgets.
But these budgets are for January, right?
Right.
And next month will be February. and so
February,
on and
March.
so forth. If y'all follow these, it's gonna track where everybody's at with their budget on this new budget system. You know, it's pretty good deal. But we ain't got no data yet. We just started, so.
It's coming.
Yeah, I need a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
Second here.
Have a motion by Mr. Havis, second by Mr. Vial. Roll call, please.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richardson. Mr. Mayhew.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Now you can do the administrator's report.
Okay. I need a resolution to surplus and dispose of assets assigned to the admin. I have looked all over this parish for everything that's on this list, and I can't find them. So I'm
What
asking
are we talking about?
just radios or some old air packs. Like the software on here, we got to get with Mr. Dennis because that's the software we changing to go to First Due. This software is on here, but it's an asset. I don't know why.
I got you. I understand. I got it.
So it's just a bunch of, a 12 by 14 roller door. I don't know where that's at.
Just more cleanup.
Right, more
Okay.
cleanup.
Thank you. Also move.
I'll second.
I'm sorry, who made the motion? I'm busy shaking my head. Sinagra. Motion by Mr. Vial and second by Mr. Sinagra. Roll call, please.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richardson.
Yeah.
Mr. Mayhew.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
All right, the next one is approve the transfer to F-250 to 8th Ward. So the hard bid, the light bar accessories to 8th Ward. That's my old truck. We're turning that truck into a service truck, which is needed out there. That's why we bought the F-150 last month. So we're just trying to get it approved to transfer it over there so we can get started building it out for a service truck.
Also move.
I'll second, but why does it have so many different asset numbers for the truck bed and the light bar?
Because
Coming from
everything on there is
different
over
companies.
$1,000.
Yeah,
They come from different.
they
So
come
it's
from
just-
different sources.
So when you look at it, like one of them is 01046A, that goes with that asset, just A, B, C, and D. So actually, some of the POs that I just did for him, they're gonna have even more letters behind it, so.
Okay,
So it all groups into one asset.
I'll second.
All right, I have a motion by Mr. VL, second by Mr. Havis. Roll call, please.
Mr. Sinagra? Yes. Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Richtel?
Yeah.
Mr. Mayhew?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
All right, next one is possible, discussion and possible action to purchase 54 Scott Air Packs in the amount of $467,428. This is a piggyback off of St. Tammany. We've identified we need, this is like an immediate need. This is gonna help Wilmer, 8th Ward, the Albany, and Independence. I think 8th Ward's got packs going out, Wilmer's got some out already. So this is definitely the least amount, but this is the amount we need to have to get them up to date and get them going. Like I said, a lot of them has broken, a lot of them's expired. We got some expired packs and you can't have expired packs. So we're just trying to, this is the least amount plus the 12 that the Albany is getting with ARPA money, so we'd end up about, what, 64, 66? So 66 air packs.
And we,
That's over the whole district.
That's 4 departments right now.
Finance Committee did talk about this last month, but, we also talked about, what will this do as far as getting us to one type of air pack?
It's gonna push to where, cause, Independence is using MSA, so they'll go to Scott. They neighbor with AMET, which is Scott. 8th Ward is just, we're changing them completely out, cause all their MSAs are pretty much done.
Okay,
Wilmer's going to Scott because they run with Kentwood and Kentwood Scott.
they just take a little
So
time.
we're just, yeah, and then the Albany, he was just whatever he can get.
And these 467, I know it said it takes care of immediate need. I'm trying to remember the number for future, and when is that?
So we got to look at that again when I start doing assets again. I'm gonna get them to try to start getting me some dates. I think we gotta do some kind of either yearly or quarterly or some fashion like that to where we can start buying air packs as they expire. We got a lot of air packs that are getting close.
David, what's the lifespan of an air pack?
15 years. 15 years. So if we start buying 500-600 at a time in 15 years, you're going to have about 500-600 more again. And right now, we just need 54 to get us through or get us started.
The other fire station's gonna need about a year, they're gonna need to be replaced.
We're going to have to start looking at them and see where we're at and then where we need to add more to.
Is the practical to do it now?
They're always having piggybacks. So if we ever got to the point where we wanted to order 300 air packs, then maybe we do our own bid and see what we come up with. But there's always piggybacking going on where some of these bigger departments are ordering 500-600 of them. You know, we can get a pretty good deal that way. Yeah. Trying to break it apart where we're not doing it all in one shot. No.
Yeah. And it'll keep as part of the capital outlay, to keep
Yeah.
the rotation where it ain't no big astronomical cost. It's
One
shooting
time.
little bites at a time, and it keeps everything up to date. Yeah. That was, Mr. V, I'll come up with that.
Also move.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Mr. VL, second by Mr. Havis. Roll call, please.
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Richtel?
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
So on that note, where'd I put my shit? Oh, just one other thing to let you know for the month of January, we had 306 fire calls. and 671 throughout the parish, medical calls. So just so y'all got an idea.
306 fire calls and 671 medical, is that, did I get that right?
Wow. Gosh.
That's usually not a busy time.
Usually that's about $1,000. Wow.
So that's all I got.
Thank you, David.
Madam Chair.
Commissioners'
Madam-
privileges.
Can I ask? David, you mentioned the extra generator. It's at Waterbury?
Not yet, it's still in Man Shack. Till we get that up and running and set, then we're gonna move it over there.
Well, that generator hook up to all the apartments, or they all got different type of hookups?
They all got different types, but my plan is to get with OEC, figure out what adapters we have on it now, because we already bought the plugs for them, and see if we can put those in at all these other apartments where we can just plug it up to it if we needed it. That was something that was talked about way back when, but I mean, all the wires there, the plug is there, we just gotta decide if we wanna add more plugs or not.
Everybody's got a different.
Yeah.
I'd like to touch on, so you mentioned the calls that happened. So there was a call that come out Friday. Everybody knows that Carlo Bruno, the man that used to sit right here where I'm sitting, blood pressure bottomed out. They had to air med him out. I talked to him today. Can't really explain it, but it's like nothing ever happened. He's back to Carlo Bruno. But he did mention, so when we were doing our budgets and everything, that new station on Cooper Road that got rebuilt, got damaged by the hurricane and got rebuilt, it's manned now. And Dana, Carlo's daughter, told me that guy was there within 2 minutes of the 911 call, and Carlo told me today that he really thinks that's what saved his life. And I'd like to commend LaRonja for responding.
Wow.
Not saying that everybody, all y'all respond like that, but he really spoke highly of that gentleman. Who was that, Maura? So personally, thank him from Carlo Bruno for getting there so quick and getting recognizing the need and get him help.
You know, also, I got the call from Miss Donna when he was on the way to the hospital. They actually helicoptered him in. They flew him in, yeah. And it was a little touch and go there for a while, but he's doing good. I talked to him today. He came home yesterday morning. I talked to him. He's doing okay.
Yeah. I had planned to say something tonight, and I don't have a prepared message, but this is from the heart, and I'm going to look at every single face in this room to say thank you. In January, my uncle had an episode that it didn't end up well, but there was an off-duty fireman in the store when my uncle collapsed, and the lady that my cousins had spoken to, his children, said that off-duty firefighter immediately sprung into action and started CPR on my Uncle Dennis, and didn't stop until Acadian got there. And I know that it comforted them to know that there was a professional there with their dad. And so I just wanted to thank all of our firemen, all of our firewomen as well. And just thank you all for what you do each and every day, your professionalism, and just the fact that you don't hesitate to help people whenever they're in need of whatever it may be. So just wanted to thank you all for that.
Any other commissioners' privileges? Okay, if not, Mr. Wells.
Before I make this motion, Mr. Joseph was good. I wasn't his doctor because I would ask what color that eye was. I make a motion that we
The last one, though.
Yeah.